Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith, and Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on these central Ohio storms and basically all the destruction that they caused. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. Said Central Ohio residents are grappling with the aftermath of severe storms that swept through the area, leaving behind a trail of debris, downed power lines, and damaged trees. One family experienced the full force of the storm firsthand. Said Nelda Walker was preparing dinner on Saturday when the storm hit. Said all of a sudden we heard this whistling, she said. Whistling came through real fast. Trees fell down and it went away. In an instant, her backyard was transformed into a scene of chaos. Said when I first came out, all I saw was a couple of little branches. That's all I had seen. And then he was upstairs and he heard the big old crack. And then I looked back out here and there were trees everywhere. The storm left Walker's wooden and chain link fences crushed by a falling tree, her car covered in heavy branches, and the grill she had planned to use for dinner smashed to pieces. Said we just got it last year. Now it's all smashed all to pieces. Said despite the extensive damage, Walker and her family were fortunate to retain power. Said the only limb that hit the power line was that one down there, she said. It was up here and then the wind blew it that way. As friends and neighbors assist with cleanup and repairs, Walker expressed gratitude for her family's safety. Said it's just material. We can get it again. Said in light of the storm's impact, AEP has urged residents to report outages immediately and to treat all downed power lines, all downed lines, as energized and dangerous. They advise maintaining a distance of at least 10 feet from power lines, whether they are above or below ground, and to keep equipment like ladders and scaffolding away from them. Yeah, but this is just evidence of how much destruction can be caused in such a short period of time. Like the Lord sent that storm through there real quick, and just as fast as it hit, it was gone. Psalms 9:16. The Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higgaion Selah. Yeah, so that right there was a storm from the Lord. Just a powerful windstorm. And people are fortunate that it wasn't more destructive or even deadly. Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. And basically the Lord sent a tempest out there. And when you look up the definition of tempest, it's a violent windy storm, particularly, a hurricane or a tornado. But just these, powerful, quick windstorms are also tempest, because that's basically what happened. A severe, windstorm, swept through and caused that destruction. And then, like I said, just as fast as it started, it ended. And sometimes that's all the Lord needs to do. Send a powerful enough windstorm that's not going to last long, last like, what, 2 minutes or something. It sweeps through the area, knocks down a couple of trees, throws some things around, and then that's it. Isaiah 28:2, Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which has a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And the Lord sent a destroying storm upon those people in central Ohio. And it was quick and straight to the point, but it still, did what the Lord set it out to do. So, yeah. Psalms 11:6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and an horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. And we've seen that. We've seen the Lord dishing out these tornadoes, these hurricanes, these tropical storms. These are those horrible tempests. And they're just going to become more horrible, more intense, more destructive, more deadly. Psalms 83:14. As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Verse 15. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. And, when the Lord sends these powerful winds, when he sends that hail, the lightning, the rain, people do get afraid, as they should, because that's the wrath and the anger of the Lord being manifested physically. And in those moments, people are afraid. The scriptures tell us. So, the scriptures say, in Proverbs 19:23, that the fear of the Lord Yahweh tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil. But the point is that you're supposed to fear the Lord 24/7, 365. A lot of people only fear the Lord when the judgment is happening, when the fire is happening, when the earthquake is happening, when the flash flood is happening, when the hailstorm and the lightning storm is happening. That's when people are afraid, when they're in the midst of the judgment. But you're supposed to be afraid long before that. See, it's all fun and games until the Lord starts pouring out his wrath upon the earth. Then everybody wants to be serious. But if you were being serious from the beginning, the Lord wouldn't have had a reason to pour out his wrath upon the earth. And that's what the men of the Lord keep trying to explain to people. All the judgment that's happening on the earth is the Lord's response to all the wickedness that people are doing. But nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to acknowledge that. So people are just going to continue to be wicked out here, and the Lord is going to continue to bring his judgments and cause a lot more destruction and death. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. Just a quick lesson, just showcasing some of the judgment of the Lord, and just yet a reminder of what the Lord can do. how fast he can send judgment upon you to cause destruction, and then just as fast as the judgment hit, it's gone. And all you see is the aftermath. So in closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash. The Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, for putting his spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith, and shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up. And Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, shalom.